Hello, everyone. I am Lily Mae, creator of the Glambitious brand, and we're supposed to be in New Orleans for Essence Festival this weekend, but we are at home like the rest of the world. So we're still wanting to bring two dynamic speakers that were going to be at our Essence Fest event to you virtually. They're both amazing ladies, and they each have a speech that they're going to share with you today, just to kind of encourage you in your business and share some tips and tools. They're successful in different facets of business, so I'm excited to hear from them. If you have any questions or anything related to, the Glambitious brand, I urge you to send us an email, glambitiousmember@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at glambitiousIAM. And if you're interested in any of the resources that we have available, we have ebooks, webinars, co-author opportunities, income generating programs, affiliate opportunities, you name it, speaking opportunities. I just encourage you to visit theglamceo.com to check out the many things that we've kind of put together to help the entrepreneurial woman thrive in her passion. So first, I'm going to allow our keynote speaker to take over. Her name is Bianca. So Bianca, if you'll just, introduce yourself to everyone, and then you can jump right into your segment.
Thank you so much, Lily. Hi, everyone. My name is Bianca Moto, and I'm a brand project manager. I help passionate women who struggle with brand consistency through one-on-one coaching and courses. And so because I decided to heal and learn true forgiveness, I wrote a book last year called Unscarred Prayers for Healing. As an entrepreneur, as a mother, as a daughter, friend, whatever it is that people know me as, I was going through stress, I was depressed, had suicidal thoughts, even as I was being a successful entrepreneur, going through school. And so now that I have learned how to heal and learn true forgiveness, I'm now able to help young girls and women share powerful stories to turn their personal pain into triumph stories. And so today I want to talk to you about 8 things that you can do in your personal brand to improve it in 24 hours. I came up with this concept because I was sitting around and, as entrepreneurs, especially as serial entrepreneurs, we have so much going on, and it seems like we're always doing just busy work. And so I wanted to come up with some things that have actually helped me, the little things that have helped me grow my business, grow my relationships, get me into positions and in rooms that I would not have had the opportunity to be in otherwise. And so I'm going to jump right into this, and then later on, I'll give you some contacts so you can talk to me, have a strategy session, or reach out to me on social media. Okay. All right. So the first thing that we want to do is get honest about who we are and who we want to be. And so by doing this, we're going to create a 2-column list. On the left side of the list, you're going to write who you are right now that you don't like. All of the things that you don't like about yourself. You procrastinate. You just don't know how to do whatever it is that, whatever your industry is, you're not making sales. You're not reaching the amount of people that you want to reach. You want to write all of that in the left column. In the right column, you're going to write what is the better version of that quality. So, for example, if you wrote that you have low self-esteem on the left side, right? On the right side, you want to write that you want to be more confident. And this is giving you the permission that you need to pick yourself apart. But you must follow every flaw with a changed behavior or demeanor. It's not going to work if you just start picking yourself apart and, really don't have an action plan to fix the things that you need to fix that you can move forward. This is not a pity party. This is an empowerment party for yourself. And so just make sure that you are not just picking yourself apart and that you follow it with something that is more positive. So number 2, I want you to start editing your pictures. The pictures that you're taking when you're out or whatever it is, edit your pictures in Lightroom. A lot of people don't know this. Lightroom is a free app that you can use. There's many filters, many ways that you can adjust your pictures. But the reason that I say use this specific app is because it gives them a more of a professional look. and that vibrancy that you need. You can take pictures with your camera phones, your iPhones, your Samsungs, whatever it is that you're using. But when you have the tools behind it to kind of enhance what it is that you're doing, when you don't have the money for a professional photographer, or you don't feel like you have the skills or the money to buy a new camera, a professional camera, this is something that is going to help you when you're just starting out your business, when you're kind of on the go. So I really want you to dive into it. It's called the Lightroom app, and really just tell me, let me know and reach out how it works for you. Number 3, I want you to introduce yourself to 5 people today, starting today. If you're watching this late at night, then we'll start tomorrow. But I want you to go to the grocery store and just strike up a conversation with someone who is in the bakery, in the meat department, in the aisle, whoever that you come across. You can visit the bookstore. You can ask someone if they know any books on whatever your industry is, or something that it is that you're willing to learn. Not only are you going to start building rapport with people and the people in your neighborhood, but you're also going to start building up your confidence. And confidence is what helps us win in personal branding. Think about it. If you wrote in the first question to fill out something that you're lacking, and you're lacking confidence, or you're lacking the ability to make sales, right? There are certain actions that you take before you even start to reach out to clients. And this is the thing, the small things that start to matter. When you start building up those conversations and building up your confidence, now you're going to start having the confidence to start pulling out your business cards. Or what's going to happen is someone is just going to tell you that, hey, I've been looking for a branding coach. I've been looking for a business coach. Do you know anyone, a life coach? And you say, yeah, that's me. That's exactly what I do. So start right now to take it upon yourself. You say, okay, today I'm going to talk to 5 people. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk to 10 people. If you need to take a week and build yourself up, if you're an introvert, I tend to be an introvert most of the time. But if that's who you are, then take that time to build it up for the next week. And then just keep building until you really have reached out to as many people as possible. Now you're starting to want to go into places who have large amounts of people so you can talk to them. Now you can go to trade shows and have conversations with people. You can go to park here in Atlanta. We have a Piedmont Park. So you can just go to the park and just start talking to people and having conversations. You would be surprised at how many people you start to meet and who know your name and your business. Okay. All right. So that was number 3. Number 4, I want you to start mailing out thank you cards. Did you just recently speak at your first event? I know that right now we're in COVID, so some of you are having some online events, right? I want you to start sending the people who hired you a written thank you card. Even if you've been to the dentist and they've been amazing for the past 10 years, right? Send them something. Businesses are usually used to sending out thank you cards to retain their clients. So it's kind of a shock when clients turn around and thank them for the hard work as well. People love to feel gratification. Even the most humble person appreciates being on your mind, right? And so when you're sending written letters of appreciation, it kind of seems to be a lost art. Thank you cards will make you stand out in anyone's mind. I'll give you a prime example. When I was studying school in Paris, I went to school in France, and I actually met one of the top managers at Cavassier. And I just wanted to, thank them for we had a group trip, and I just wanted to thank them for allowing us to, talk to them, to come on the place where Cavassier is made. And they were, he was so floored. He ended up writing me a thank you card back. And, I was actually able to reach out to him to get opportunities in the future, just because I had just done something that most people don't do. So really I'm just these are thinking outside of the box tips. And I really want you to start thinking outside of the box, because people tell you, how you can get clients, but you're not just wanting to get clients, right? You're wanting to build relationships with people. You're wanting opportunities. When we come out of COVID, who's going to be on your mind, or whose mind are you going to be on, right? Who's going to be reaching out to you because you were taking the time to build up conversations and rapport in a time where people are feeling lonely, where they're feeling forgotten and left out. And then even after this is a perfect tool. So really utilize these, okay? Number five is going to be creating or hiring an image consultant to create a capsule collection for you. Now, what a capsule collection is say, for instance, you're going to work, you have a professional job, or you are a business coach. Your capsule collection is a collection of clothing that you're going to have to go to your interviews, go to your meetings, when you're doing speaking engagements like this. It's going to save you time. All of your clothes are going to be together. You're not going to be rummaging through drawers and closets, all of these things, right? And so you're going to have several looks that have been created from a few pieces of clothing with custom brand colors, fabrics, and patterns that are tailored to your individual style. We're talking about personal branding, and we want people to get to know you. Just from looking at me, what would you say about me, right? You can probably tell I'm pretty creative, I'm a little eclectic, and I have a sense of style. What is it that you're saying to people when you first see them, when they see you? What is it about your look? You want to kind of tailor your looks so that whenever they see you, they know that, oh, wow, this is a powerful woman right here. When she steps into the room, she's someone that needs to be seen, needs to be recognized. I need to know what it is that she does. That is the power of having a capsule collection, right? That is something that I do. And, it makes it easy to just decide what you want to wear in the morning. And like I said, having that perfect outfit for your presentation, in any business casual atmosphere, it's already picked out for you. And what's another benefit? Here's that confidence again. It's building up your confidence. You're not worried about what it is that you want to wear. I hear this question so often when I'm talking to my clients. I don't know what to wear. I don't know, who I am. That is a part of your personal branding, your look, not just, the logos and colors on your website. It's how you're presenting yourself and how others see you, right? And that is a part of your clothing, and if your looks start to look cohesive, just look at anyone, look at Beyonce, look at how she presents herself on stage, and then look how she presents herself off stage. Everyone has their own specific look, and I promise you that she has a type of capsule collection, because you can kind of see that Beyonce wears some of the same outfits, even for a billionaire woman, right? All right, so number 6, we're on number 6. I want you to write something original. And we're talking about things that you can do in 24 hours. So I know, if you have a long book that you're trying to create, maybe this is not the specific time for that, right? But you can write a poem. You can write an article about your expertise or your industry and post it on LinkedIn. You can write a short story and submit it. You can even write a children's book that you've been wanting to create. Creating intellectual property for your brand is also building up your personal brand. Whenever you're creating something original, it helps you to keep creating. I'm always encouraging my clients to make sure that there's writing in their blogs, or if they're not doing blogs, they're doing video blogs, so that you're getting content out there every single day. I would actually tell you to do it. My day to do things like this is on a Sunday, when I go to church in the morning, do what I need to do, and then that is my day of creation. And so whatever it is, whatever articles that I need to write, I can take a day and just get it all out of the way. this is beneficial for you because you're going to actually be able to start repurposing your content. Now you have a content database where you can pull and you can put this on Pinterest and you can put this on Instagram and you can create video content out of this and you can create courses. But it all starts with you actually creating something original. If you're not creating, then you're not building a brand and you're not being successful in your business. That is how you're able to stand out from the competition, because you have created something. You don't have to take the work of someone else, because you're taking the time to do it yourself. This is something that you can do in 24 hours. So there's really no reason for you not to do it. All right, number 7. Make sure that you're making eye contact with every single person that you meet and shake hands with. Right now, we're not shaking hands. We're doing fist bumps and everything else, but you can still make eye contact. This is another type of confidence tool that I use with my clients, because your confidence is projected through your eye contact, right? This is how people perceive you and your business. And anytime that you start using eye contact, that is enhancing how others see you. They see you as confident. They see you as someone who they want to listen to. Even when I go out to eat and the waitress or the waiter is speaking, I have full eye contact with them. I've actually had someone say to me, I went with a friend and the waitress, she was like, I've never, I really don't have people who give me eye contact. They're normally on their phones or something. She said this to me while she's sitting at the table. So that lets you know how much people appreciate you being in tune with them in the moment, right? Okay, so number 8, join an organization in your industry and become a board member. I am sitting on the board of multiple organizations, and I came into these positions because I had already built relationships with some of their members. And, whenever they needed something, I would contribute, a little bit of my expertise. And when the position started to open up, they'd reach out and say, hey, Bianca, we know that you're busy, but would you be available for this opportunity? And I'm like, yeah, because one, they're nonprofit organizations. And I've just started my own nonprofit organization. So it gives me the chance to kind of go in there and see how things are run and see how big organizations. I sit on the board of global organizations. And so knowing how they work in the Southeast region, and then how they work in the US and then globally, is going to help me to build my own nonprofit organization. But even my business, it helps me to grow because I have these people who are special, they specialize, whatever the industry that I'm in. I do image consulting. And so I sit on the board of an image consulting nonprofit organization. And I do their marketing. That is how I aligned myself, right? And they were just looking for someone who was willing to share their professional expertise, who they saw was vibrant and growing. And that's beneficial for me because these people, like I said, they're specializing. So when I need something, or, maybe I need some mentorship in a certain area, they're here to help me. I can reach out to them. Whereas, a lot of these people, their coaching fees are 10,000 plus. And I'm getting free coaching, free advice, free tips in this organization. Not only that, it becomes mutually beneficial because they need the person to volunteer their time to help grow their community. And now you're positioned as a leader in front of your target market or your industry peers immediately. So immediately now, as you were seeing here, you're already up here. They're like, oh, she's the expert. Now they come to me like, oh, Bianca knows what she's doing. She knows how to do it. And they're sharing with me their clients, hey, Bianca knows how to do photography. If they don't know how to do it, this is how you get in to building up your clients, building rapport. And this is something that you can do in 24 hours. You can make a list of organizations that are in your industry, that are in your field. You can reach out to any coaches and mentors that you may have for references, and you'll have the opportunity to, start reaching out to some people, especially during a time like this when people need help. If you are a digital specialist in some way, if you can teach some of these Google tools, if you can teach Canva, they are looking for these types of people to do, webinars for them and whatever it may be. And in turn, you're getting this list of contacts, potential clients that will help you to grow your business and your personal brand, right? So that was number 8. So I said I had 8 things. I have one more for you. This is your bonus. And I was going to tell you guys to create an evergreen webinar. This is something that you can do in 24 hours. You can record. So say for instance, you're teaching. For me, I teach personal branding. I'm going to build a webinar and I'm going to record it, right? And I'm going to put it on autoplay, and it's out there for 24 hours a day. And it is leading people to my strategy sessions, to book a coaching session with me, right? It's free for them. So this is something that if you're thinking about getting more clients, if you're looking to build that rapport, that one-on-one rapport with someone who, when you can't go out and meet people all the time, especially during a time like this is the perfect opportunity for you to get people booked on your schedule. So you're going to share the webinar topic and at least 3 problems that it solves for your audience through your emailing list, or on social media. You can ask the audience if, whoever may need your expertise, and kind of share it. But you can also do ads and just have it going. Just have this automated webinar going for you. And this is something that you can do between clients and speaking engagements to kind of, one, help you to get that practice, to if you want to start new topics, if you're kind of starting to see that people like your topics or that they're asking about certain things, now you can record it and you can post these on YouTube as well, when you're starting to use tags and all of these things. Now you've just got clients that are coming to you, and all you did was record some videos in a day, right? So these were my tips for you. As a brand project manager, I work on brand coaching. I do business consulting. And, I'm committed to transforming the lives of women who are ready to improve their personal brand, move past limiting beliefs, and step into their greatness. But since I work at a high level with my clients, I'm not really able to work with everyone. However, for any of you who are serious about taking action, if you have a high standard of integrity, if you are ready to actually build the personal brand that is going to attract those clients and opportunities directly to you, then I want you to book a strategy session with me by visiting biancamoto.com, or you can DM me strategy session on Instagram at I am Bianca Moto. That's I am BIANCAMODO. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bianca. Those were awesome tips. I'm definitely going to check out the Evergreen platform myself. So thank you for sharing those amazing tips. Ladies, definitely follow her. She has an amazing brand and an amazing subscription box that is just perfect for quarantine. So she didn't talk on that, but if you follow her, you'll learn more about that subscription box, which basically delivers self-love to your door, which we all need during this time. So next, I'm going to bring Miss Lakeisha up. And Lakeisha, if you'll, just introduce yourself. And you're definitely no stranger to this. Lakeisha has been involved in a number of the Glambitious efforts, so I'm sure you're familiar with her face. I'm going to bring her up and let her jump right into her presentation as well.
Thank you, Lily, so much. Yes, I am a huge fan of the Glambitious brand. So thank you again for having me on. My name is Letitia Mosley. I am your chaos coordinator of the LM Experience, which is an event management firm that I have here based in Houston. But due to COVID, I'm all virtual now. I also have a blog named after myself, and I am a host of my own podcast. So today I want to talk to you all a little bit about balance and the whole myth about it and how you can use balance as a tool to help you be successful in your business. So I have about 8 tips, 7 or 8 tips that I want you to consider when you think about balance. So we all think that balance is doing all these things, getting everything done, and that's how we just make everything work right. That is not balance. Balance, in the sense that we think of it, is truly, truly a myth. Actually, you need to define balance for yourself. You need to define or discover what does balance look like for you. And for me, balance is something different every single day. I don't do the same things every day. My life looks differently. My tasks are different every single day. And so when I kind of tapped into that and discovered that I can define balance for myself and not beat myself up about things that maybe society says that I should be doing a certain way, then I began to see myself in a different light, and my business started to grow and just flourish in so many different ways. Even my personal life began to just change a little bit. So I definitely want to share with you that there is no secret formula. You have to create your own formula for balance, whether that be in your business, you work 2 days a week, 3 days a week, or if you work all 7 days. The only thing that I ask is that you be consistent. But there's no secret formula to balance and how you want to do things in your business. Also, I think you should establish a routine. You definitely need some way to know what you're going to do each day. So that kind of leads into my first one, which is to create a schedule for yourself. You need to know what you're doing every single day. Either you create that list at the beginning of the week, or you can create that daily. For me, I do mine every night for the next day. And I always schedule in time for oops moments, because anything can happen where you could have a schedule set for that day, but something could come up, and you have to always make time for those different things. So you definitely want to create like a daily schedule. You want to set a timer for the task that you're doing, because if you don't, you can sometimes find yourself going into this whole rabbit hole of doing things. So for me, I get tons of email every single day. I don't check email all throughout the day. I have a set time that I check email. There are certain emails that are flagged as important, i.e., Lily's email. So if Glambitious comes across, it's flagged, I get it right away. Other emails, they just sit in my email box, and I have a scheduled time during the day that I check email. And I set a timer. I time myself either 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe no more than an hour. And I focus on that task. I try to turn off all other notifications so that I'm only focused on that one single thing. Because multitasking is really not getting anything done. So it's best that if you can focus on one task at a time, that you'll just complete that, and then you can move on to your next task. And then also make sure that you're taking breaks in between tasks. So if I set a timer, and I always set either Siri or Alexa for my timer, I make sure that when I finish with that task, I'm taking a 5, 10, maybe even 15-minute break in between. I also schedule myself a lunch when I'm working from home and I'm doing things. So you want to make sure that you create a schedule for yourself. You also want to start your day with God or whomever you serve. I serve God, so that's how I start my day. My day starts off with meditation, scripture, devotion, sometimes just sitting in the stillness of the day and Him, submitting my schedule onto Him as to what it is that I should be doing that day. Again, I may create a list and a task, but I also lean heavily on, what his unction is, what he's telling me that I need to do for that day. whatever higher power you may serve, that may be who you want to tap into for that day to kind of help lead and guide you throughout the day. Meditation is something that is really, really good. It really helps you get in a really good workspace. For me, it helps me just really stay focused on what the things that I'm supposed to be doing during that day. So you definitely want to incorporate that. It should be first in your routine, if anything, but you want to incorporate that into your schedule of things that you're going to do that day. Third thing is self-care and sleep are non-negotiables, and they are not interchangeable. So I'm going to repeat that because sometimes we get that twisted. Self-care and sleep are non-negotiables, and they are not interchangeable, which means self-care is something that you must do daily, whether that is a bubble bath, whether that is a long walk, whether that is a talk with your best friend, whatever that makes you super happy. That is what you should indulge in every single day. If no more than 30 minutes to an hour, if that's all you can spare out of your day. I know some people may be home with kids, family. We've converted our homes into offices and schools. So it may be a little difficult now. If you have to go sit in your closet for 5-10 minutes just to enjoy your own special treat, a cupcake, something, do that. But self-care is something that we should be practicing every single day. Sleep is something we definitely should be getting. I would say no less than 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours you should be sleeping every single day. You can't pour from an empty cup. So if you're not well rested, if you're not taking care of yourself, how can you serve others? As entrepreneurs, we are here to serve. Although we may be CEOs and bosses in our business, we are still here to serve others. And so if we are not taking care of ourselves and we are not getting enough sleep to be well rested, then we are not able to serve other people. And it's not either or. I don't take care of myself and indulge, and then I don't get any sleep, or vice versa. We should be practicing them both every single day. I want you to keep in mind that taking care of yourself as well as getting enough sleep is very good for your mental health. And that is something we definitely should be practicing, more often, is to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of the other people that we have to take care of. Number 4 is the one that I absolutely will not budge on, and that is set clear boundaries and don't allow people to disrespect them. You have to make people respect your boundaries. First, I say you need to make sure that they're communicated clearly. If you have a set time that you do certain things, then you keep that in mind. If there's a certain time that you don't check your phone, that you don't take messages, that you don't read emails or take phone calls, even text messages, then that should be clearly communicated to not only just your clients, but to other people who, may see where they may need to reach out to you at a certain times. My vendors, my clients know that there are certain times that I'm not available to speak with them. And I've set that up clearly. Even when they text, I may not respond to that. I don't respond to that. I'm very, very clear about my boundaries. There's no way that I can balance, quote unquote, all of the things that I do and not have clear boundaries and make people respect them. No is a complete sentence. And I exercise it very, very frequently. And I don't give any excuse as to why. No, period. And I keep going. You don't owe anyone any explanation as to why you have set boundaries for yourself. It helps you feel good as a person, because a lot of times if we don't set these boundaries, we commit to things we really don't want to do. And then we feel stuck in having to complete them because we want to keep our word. We promise people we will do them, but then it doesn't really turn out very well because we really didn't want to do it in the first place. So please, please, please set clear boundaries and make people respect them. I also want you to be okay with not getting it done. That's number 5. Be okay with not getting it all done. Yes, we set tasks and we set daily lists that we want to get completed. But again, you want to create or set time for things that may pop up, that may come up. So you have to be okay with not getting everything done and not beating yourself up about it, because we're human. Yes, we own businesses. I have multiple businesses. And sometimes I'm not able to get everything done in all three businesses every single day. But I am okay with not getting things done. I'm not giving you free reign to just constantly not get things done in your business. But you want to make sure that you're setting realistic and reasonable tasks in your business that you can get done possibly during the time frame that you set. But just in case you don't beat yourself up because you didn't. It doesn't mean that you're a failure or that you're lacking in some area. Sometimes we have to make adjustments based on the things that come up during the day. Number 6, super important as well, is build a team. I don't know where I would be in my business if I didn't have Claudia and Brianna. They are two members of my team. Now, they're independent business owners, but one is my executive assistant, the other is my social media manager. So those two people really help me run my business. I absolutely hate email. I hate it with a passion, but I do have to read those. Claudia takes care of some of the emails that I don't have to deal with. I don't like all the tedious tasks, or like say the processes that may go into making my systems run. Claudia ensures that those things get done for me. So they've all been outsourced to her. Social media was something that I rarely had time with running 3 businesses as well as working a corporate job. So I had to bring someone on that would help me be visible so that I could be on platforms such as this, so that people can see my content and see that I do have a business and that I do have things out there. So think about the task that you do or you need to get done in your business that, number one, you hate, or number two, that you can't do at all, that you're not very what you don't do very well, and outsource those to other people. You can either choose to hire someone that you may be paying, or maybe someone you can barter with. Maybe there's another entrepreneur who may need your services, and then they offer something that you need. You could possibly barter those responsibilities to someone else, because what you don't want to do is try to do everything yourself. There's no way that you can do every single thing that you may need to do in your business yourself. You will sometimes need to build a team of people. So think about what you do. You may need a photographer, you may need a videographer, you may need someone that will help you do certain things in your business that are necessary, but that you may not be able to do on your own, or that you don't have the skill set to be able to do. I understand that we got YouTube and university out there, and that's good and fine in some instances as well. However, you also want to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward too. You want to make sure that you're putting out quality products, content, and that when you're corresponding with clients, that it's very professional. I know sometimes in the hustle and bustle of my day, I'm not able to send a very thoughtful letter or something that may make sense. It will be very rushed. So I have someone that'll take care of those things for me. So you definitely want to build you a team. And I want to also share lastly is that success in one area may seem like a failure in another area. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you are failing in that area. I just want you to think about it like this. If you're focused on one thing, but you have other things that need to be done, those things are not getting taken care of. And you have to be okay with that. That doesn't mean that you're failing in any particular area. I'll use myself as an example. I work in grocery retail. So the days that I'm at work, that's what I have to be focused on. But then things with my kids, things in my businesses may fall to the wayside, or they may not get the attention that they truly deserve because I am focused and I'm at my job at that moment. There are days where it's family day and me and my kids are hanging out and we're watching movies, or we're here because everyone's quarantined because we stay at home. So we may be Netflixing that day or watching Hulu. just doing different family things. Well, of course, I'm not at work. And then secondly, my businesses, there are things that are not getting done with them, but I'm spending quality time with my kids and I'm focused on that. And then there are days where I'm that major CEO. I'm running everything in my business. I'm taking care of all the tasks that I have set forward. But my kids may suffer or may lack the attention that they want that day. And then, of course, again, I'm not at work. So don't feel like you have to do everything all at one time every day and be this superwoman. I think being a woman within itself is a superpower, honestly. However, we don't want to burn ourselves out. We don't want to, make us feel like we're failures because we're not doing every single thing that society says or that we've kind of made ourselves think that we should be doing. You have to pace your stuff out and just really think about what it is that you need to be doing. So I really, really want, you all to think about balance and how you can define it for yourself, how you can make it work for yourself. No one can give you a formula that's going to be good for you. How my balance work operates totally different than someone else's balance or idea of balance. But what you want to do as an entrepreneur, as a mom, as someone who may be multifaceted, that have a lot of things going on, you want to just sit down and define what that looks like for you and be okay with it. Don't be concerned about what other people may think about it or how it may not fit into what they think it is. You just want to be okay with it for yourself. I have truly enjoyed talking with you all. You all can connect with me on all of my social medias at Lakeisha M. Mosley. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, as well as Instagram. You can visit my website, which is www.lakeishamosley.com. I have tons of blog articles on different things, which is family, business, you name it, relationships as well. And I also have a list that you can subscribe to where you can get 73 free resources to help you grow your business. So thank you all for joining me.
Thank you, Lakeisha. I appreciate you hopping on and discussing that. Being a virtual event planner and coordinator, as well as a full-time worker, I know is a lot to manage, and you do it very well. So I appreciate those tips. Ladies, again, that have tuned in to watch this replay, please connect with Bianca and Lakeisha. Please follow Glambitious on @Glambitious IAM on all social media platforms. We also have a Facebook group that allows you to promote your business for free to about, I want to say 850 ladies maybe. So feel free to find our Facebook group as well. It's called Glambitious. Our website again is theglamceo.com, and I promise there is something for you on our website because I've created it as a one-stop shop for women entrepreneurs. So thanks again for, tuning in to the Glambitious virtual experience.